Transport Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen now alleges sabotage in increasing frequent disruption of electricity supply at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, disruptions compounded by failure by generators whenever there is power outage. The CS has asked the Inspector General of Police, JKIA, to deploy a team of investigators to the JKIA to probe what he suspects to be mischief. According to Murkomen, while other backup generators changed over, those assigned to Terminal 1A and 1E failed to turn on, plunging sections of the airport into darkness in what Kenyans on social media referred to as a national shame. Chemutai Goin has the details.
On November 15th this year, a leaking roof sent Transport and Roads Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen on an emergency tour of the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. Heavy reasons had exposed the literal cracks on the airport infrastructure, with Kenyans outraged by images of shame coming out of the region's busiest and largest airport. A leaking roof aside, dysfunctional power generators were another cause of concern at the JKIA. CS Murkomen toured the substation that houses the backup generators to assess progress in the installation of the generators, which he had directed installed after the previous blackout, which disrupted services at the international airport for more than 20 minutes.
All these things rotate around our engineering department. The state of neglect also in terms of power backup. We have generators which have been here for 2 years and they are not installed. I think the ultimate fixing will be complete within the next 1 month. But in the interim, we are putting in place measures to ensure that should there be another blackout, we don't have that long period of problem that we have. And I'm not saying this so that somebody somewhere goes and sabotages electricity here to test whether we have a problem again.
On November 30th, the CS received the interim report from the technical committee he formed to review the state of the JKIA, Moi Mombasa International Airport and the Wilson Airport. And on the JKIA and its power-related challenges, the committee recommended immediate procurement and installation of standby generators to provide primary backup and provision of the additional secondary backup generator to Terminals 1A, 1E and 2. 10 days later, these were the scenes at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. As the country experienced a nationwide blackout, the terminals were pitch dark and Kenyans turned to social media with widespread criticism of the Transport Ministry, branding the night one of national shame. But what happened to the backup generators? In a statement released by the ministry following the incident, the CS suggested possible acts of sabotage and cover-up and asked the police to institute investigations. In a letter addressed to the Inspector General of Police, JKIA, and copied to the Chief of Staff, Felix Koskei, the Interior Cabinet Secretary, Professor Kithure Kindiki, the Principal Secretary, State Department for Transport, and the Acting Managing Director, KAA, Henry Ogoye, the CS acknowledges that while the facility has experienced blackouts before, where backup generators have failed, they had conducted numerous tests to ensure the backup generators functioned. But he notes that despite the interventions, JKIA once again experienced a failure in the changeover from grid power to the generators, a matter that has since raised eyebrows. He asked IG Kome to send a team of investigators to probe the failure to ensure there was no sabotage, noting that the airport is a facility of strategic national security and economic importance. During the blackout, many Kenyans raised issue on its impact on security and the risks posed by darkness in an entry point. Even as investigations get underway, Kenya Airports Authority Board was also directed to immediately begin implementation of the recommendations by the Technical Committee. The Technical Committee is mid this month expected to submit its final report. Chemutai Goin, Citizen TV, Nairobi.